Good morning, Michael. And DeepMind is the thing that powers AI inside of Google. It's in the hands now of 900 million people through the Gemini app, and even more broadly through all of Google. It got a huge overhaul overnight, and we spoke exclusively with the man who's been building the technology. He's been at the forefront of AI and made most of the modern advancements in AI in recent years.
This morning, with Google poised to take the top spot in the AI race, we sat down with its architect.
I think that AI, it's actually going to be almost a new era for humanity. I think it's that big and profound a change.
Google DeepMind co-founder and CEO Sir Demis Hassabis, a child chess prodigy, Nobel laureate, and scientist who spent 30 years creating the technology.
Sometimes I compare it to, going to be 10 times the impact of the Industrial Revolution. And maybe 10 times faster. And what I would like to see AI being used for is to advance science and medicine.
But there's the flip side of that. It's jobs. The Industrial Revolution happened over a century plus of time. If this is moving so fast and it's clearly going to displace some workers, what becomes of them in the meantime?
This is where I feel like broader society, civil society, academia, social sciences need to come together to try and chart out how do we as humanity want the next stage to go. The future's not written.
You and a handful of people are building technology that is absolutely revolutionary. And even with the very best of intentions, why should such a small group of individuals get to decide our future?
I don't think it should be. So I think there needs to be an international standards approach to this. It should be broader society, and I think maybe that's starting to happen now.
One issue facing Americans is the rising cost of electricity, in part from data centers powering AI.
Should Americans be bearing that cost?
Most of the big companies, and they're building out their own energy infrastructures to make sure that the brunt of those costs and the energy that they're using is not passed on to the consumer. And Google's definitely doing its part there. The second thing I would say on that is that I believe AI is actually going to be one of the best technologies for environmental concerns. I think AI in the next 10 years is going to save far more energy than it uses in the long run.
I also asked Hassabis about all the recent backlash that AI is getting, and he said the builders, the people building AI, need to show humility. That is what he's attempting to do here. He also said you need to show how important this technology is to change the world, things like curing cancer. It was a wide-ranging conversation. We also talked about what you should study in school, and you can see more of my conversation with Sir Demis Hassabis, Google DeepMind co-founder and CEO, coming up on Friday, 8:30 p.m. It's called Building AI, the DeepMind Behind the Moment. It's on ABC News Live, Disney Plus, and on Hulu.